What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush, Let's Talk Jets Radio. We broadcast live every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. We want to thank everybody that's been calling in the last couple of weeks. These shows have been completely crazy. Everybody that listens and interacts with us on YouTube and everything else. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's TRAUCH21. Please check out Let's Talk Mental Health on YouTube. It's about breaking the silence regarding mental health issues, anxiety, depression, everything else. This video is kind of like the state of the Jets. And it's so funny when you talk about the Jets. You have like the fan base, it gets so torn apart. Like, oh, you're the same old Jets fan, you're always negative, or you drink too much Kool-Aid, you're way too positive. And there's always something in between. And with this viewpoint is kind of looking at the big picture of this team. Obviously, our whole goal this offseason is to get building blocks for the future. You want to build around Sam Darnold. You want to maximize Greg Williams' defense. You want to do all these things. And obviously the draft plays a big part in that. No doubt about it. Joe Douglas, this is what he's brought in here for, is his draft acumen and the guy at the front office and everything else. But if you look at this team this year for me right now, as it's going currently, I mean, granted, there could be big splash moves made, but to me, this has become like a wash year for the Jets. This is kind of a year where you're going to realize the significance of hiring Joe Douglas when you did, which when it happened, Joe and I both went berserk. And hiring Joe Douglas after allowing Mike Maccagnan to spend $100 million and complete his draft was so ridiculous at the time. And everybody said we all overreacted, and we're paying the price for it now. Like, he may be the right guy, but he was the right guy at the wrong time. The right time was before all that happened. And the reason why is where we're at right now. Joe Douglas was hired, and he watched all yet last year play out by making some minor moves. He had the kicker, the backup quarterback, whatever else, Ryan Khalil, which was a disaster. But he really couldn't do a lot. So all he had to do was sit, watch, and assess. Now, this year, he's trying to clean out all the guys he doesn't want, all the contracts he doesn't want. This could have been done last year, and he couldn't do it. He had to sit pat and just watch. So now this is truly Joe Douglas' first year, because now he's getting rid of the Trumaine Johnsons and Darryl Roberts and probably Brian Winters and guys he doesn't want. And now he's trying to maximize cap space with the vision towards the future. So he's signing a lot of players on one-year deals for a variety of reasons, or even the linemen on 3-year deals with an out after 1 year with an eye towards next year, where it's like, all right, let me see if I can get like stopgap guys, veteran journeymen, not saying they're Band-Aids, but just journeymen, veteran quality players that I can just keep here to hold the fort down until I can install my blueprint going forward, starting with the draft. So you have all these guys, and there's been no major signings. There's, the biggest miss, I guess, was Robbie Anderson leaving, which is whatever. But then you look at, okay, what are we really doing? Is the offensive line really upgraded? We truly don't know. And being honest, we don't know. We're all hoping it is. Not having OTAs and minicamp could play a huge part in that. That's going to be a very big challenge for Frank Pollock and Adam Gase. But then you go forward, okay, are they good? Are they not? Then you look and say, okay, now what are we doing for the draft? The draft, you get your guys. And then you look at next year with all these one-year deals. You're going to have a ton of cap space. You're going to probably have $100 million in cap space next year and another draft. So this year, to me, seems like it's a year where it's like, all right, we're going to try to just weed out the guys we don't want. We're going to try to, keep around the guys we do. We're going to try to keep molding our system, molding our offense, molding our defense, creating our Jets culture, which we love to talk about, and establish our identity, which we don't know what that is on offense. And then next year is going to be the big splash. So I think they're going to try their best to compete this year. They're going to play hard. They're going to play physical. They're going to do all these things. And then next year, you look at it, guys like Le'Veon Bell will be gone. Henry Anderson is going to be gone. Quincy's going to probably be gone. Like, you're going to have so much freaking cap space, you're not going to know what to do with it. Then you're going to have another draft. And hopefully the guys you draft this year are part of your answer. Maybe some of the guys you sign on the offensive line are part of your answer. And then next year is like your big splash where you're saying, you know what? This is our big go-to. And I know some fans may not want to hear this, and you may say I'm just being negative. We can compete this year. I think the Jets will try to. I think, the AFC East will be wide open. The Bills are the favorite, unless the Patriots make a big splash at quarterback. But you'll be in the mix, hopefully. Tough schedule. A lot of uncertainty, with this virus or everything else. But I think Joe Douglas and Adam Gase both have an eye towards next year. I honestly do. So it's, it's not really over. I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up on the season. I'm just saying, this is what it seems like to me. It seems it's based on the contracts, based on the players they pursued, how they're going about business. They're being frugal in terms of just really trying to get the most value they can. And they're just moving forward with it. So, I mean, this can all go right to hell if they go out and get Clowney or trade for Trent Williams, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to stay the course. They're going to keep their cap space. They're going to keep the guys they have, maybe add a minor piece or two, count on the draft, and move forward, which is not a bad thing. I mean, it's all part of a process. Mike Maccagnan had a plan. John Idzik had a plan. Everybody's got a plan. Will this one work? Time will tell. Like, Joe Douglas has to prove it with his draft, which he has yet to do that, which is one of my points on the show. And it's not being negative. It's saying, listen, everybody keeps telling me, hey, you can just draft 2 players. Okay, you have to actually physically do it. So can he do that? We hope so. And then when he has those big monster contracts he gives out to whoever it is, pick the right guy. Maccagnan didn't do it. I mean, he spent a lot of money on a lot of players that right now we're kind of looking at the contract saying, what are we doing? Especially when you see the running back contract market. I mean, you have running backs, they're getting, top-end running backs making nowhere near what Le'Veon Bell's making. So now next year, we're out of all those problems. Now you want to give the salaries and the contracts to guys, get the most bang for your buck. So for me, I think that's kind of their vision. This is another hold before year, a kind of clean up, clean out kind of, mix, get quality journeyman guys, high character, high ethic, establish your culture, and next year make a big splash. Just my thoughts, not being negative, not being positive, just kind of my view of the big picture. Talk to you guys later.